Shalom. Calling how about Shimi Al Shai, by Shem Kwadash. That belongs to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone rule well, Shalom to the 144,000. One third remnant men, women, children of the whole for the next Shalom. That's the brother Kabar Yash coming back at you with another lesson. Through the spirit of power, how about Shimi Al Shai, I pray and let's be edifying straight to the point. And I got two artists I'm going to profile. Alright, we're going to read. Okay, I'm going into prophecy. Okay. This first article I'm going to read right here is from the endtimeheadlines.org. It says, here's why empty shelves and painful shortages of certain items is coming. So let's read a little bit of this. It says, we are about to find out what happens when thousands of very popular products are suddenly no longer available for sale. A lot of Amazon shoppers have been shocked to learn that some of their favorite products have already disappeared. What scripture comes to mind when you read of that, man? Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. Okay, let's continue. It says, in fact, there are empty stores. It's like entire stores. I can read that again. I'm gonna read it again. It says, in fact, there are entire stores on Amazons that are now completely gone. Damn. Of course, it isn't just Amazon that is facing an unprecedented crisis. Walmart, Target, Home Depot, and our largest dollar stores chains are all going to have to figure out new ways to fill their shelves in the months ahead. Wow. Those that wish to export products to the United States will soon have to pay enormous port fees on top of the tariffs that have already been announced. So, you think these other countries are going to pay those tariffs and pay enormous port fees, export fees? Hell no. So you can forget about it, man. Your favorite product that you're looking for, whatever type of product, whatever type of food, whatever, medication, yeah. Let's continue. For certain products coming from China, that will mean paying port fees on top of tariffs up to 245%. China is not going to do that. Some companies will still attempt to sell Chinese-made products in the United States, but they will be forced to hike their prices extremely high. That's what's going to come, hyperinflation. But in many other cases, companies will simply decide that it no longer makes economic sense to sell those products in the United States. This will increase demand for similar goods that are produced right here in the United States. Of course, there are a lot of instances where there are no similar goods made in the United States, and even if all our factories were running at full capacity, there's just no way that we could hope to replace the tsunami of products that is normally imported from China. Yes, we can build new factories, but that will take years. This place ain't got years left, man. It's over with. It also comes with a lot of risk. In less than 4 years from now, a new administration could come in and totally reverse current trade policies. If Chinese goods started pouring back into our country at that point, what would happen to those that invested giant mountains of money into new U.S. factories? I don't think that we will see a huge wave of factory construction because the risk of being wiped out when a new administration comes in is just too great. I have heard any I haven't heard anyone else talk about this. Businesses do not like to make huge investments unless there is certainty about the outcome. And there's no certainty about the outcome, and the outcome is that, look, Babylon the Great America is done. Okay? While U.S. CEOs debate about what to do, our stores will not be able to fill their shelves with things that are made in the United States. We simply are not able to produce enough stuff. Okay? So, man, this place is basically done, man. Okay? This is a lot to read here, man. Alright, so I'm not going to read all of this. I'll put the rest of this in the description box, so let's move on to the next article. Okay? Yeah, it's basically saying the same thing, man. Okay? Alright? It's basically saying the same thing. Alright? This is from ProphecyNewsWatch.com. It says painful shortages of certain items are coming. So be looking up and the shelves are empty. The things that you people use every day, your basic necessities, okay? Certain foods, medication, etc. Clothes you wear. Alright, and if you do luckily to find these products, they're gonna hike up the prices, man. Okay, the prices are gonna be extremely high. You won't be able to afford them. All right, so basically this article saying the same thing, man. But hey, that's the times that we're in, man. So without further ado, I'll put both of those articles in the description box. You can read them, okay? But that's the times that we're in. Let's go to Second Ezra. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Okay? So your shelves are going to be empty, man. Okay? Of certain items that you use or you're accustomed to. And if you're looking, like I say, if you find these products, get ready for the prices to be extremely high. So things are changing, man. Okay? So look, we're in a time of uncertainty. And you can say that. Okay? So you can forget about, you know, finding these products, and I don't know what certain products they're talking about, but hey, we'll find out pretty soon. Okay? When you see these empty shelves, man, so you can forget about it. And they're gonna basically cover these shelves up with other items. Without further ado, let's get another scripture, man. So this place is over with, man. Ain't nothing more you can say about Babylon. Okay, Babylon is through, man. That's all I can say. And there's really nothing to say because, hey, this place is done. Let's get this scripture, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, and so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reaching unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So Babylon is done, man. If you still got hopes in this place, then all your hopes and dreams are about to be immediately crushed. Okay? Let's go to Isaiah 24 and let's read verse 10 to 12. The city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up that no man may come in. Okay? So Trump telling you that he's gonna bring jobs back here to Babylon and all that. No, man. Look, you can't bring jobs back. Those jobs, the reason why those jobs move over there to these other countries is because for cheap labor. Okay? So it's basically over with. The ride is over with. As a matter of fact, let me get this in the Good News Translation. Let's go get this Good News Translation. And let's read this scripture. Isaiah 24. Yeah. Isaiah 24 In verse 7, let's start at verse 7 in the Good News Translation. It says, the grapeviners wither, and the wine becomes scarce. Everyone who has It's like everyone who was once happy is now sad. These people ain't no longer happy here, man. Okay, like it tells you in Proverbs 29 and verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. People are in mourning. People are struggling day in and day out, man, just to make ends meet. Got to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet, man. Verse 8, the joyful noise of their harps and drums has ceased. Verse 9, there is no more happy singing over wine. No one enjoys its taste anymore. So people are just miserable, man. People are unhappy, people are miserable, people are worried about the uncertainty, the future, and the future's not looking good. The future is looking grim. Verse 10, in the city everything is in chaos. The people lock themselves in their houses for safety. In the times that we're coming into, man, you're going to have to lock yourself inside for safety. And really, your house ain't going to be safe to stay in, man, because home invasions are going to happen. People just going to start kicking in doors, etc., man. So you're about to see a different time and a whole different look on Babylon, man. Okay? Verse 11, people shout in the streets because there is no more wine. Happiness is gone forever. It has been banished from the land. People ain't happy here in Babylon. People are even more miserable because of these tariffs. Things are going to be expensive. Everything is about to become more and more expensive, man. So nobody's happy. Verse 12, the city is in ruins and its gates have been broken down. So the times that we're coming into, it's not going to be good. Okay? So let's go to now. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 12. And let's read verse 3 and 4. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. People looking out, hey, people don't see no future in Babylon. There is no future. Their American dream is being turned into an American nightmare. Okay? Verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. The work labor is dwindling here. You got a lot of businesses that are closing, stores that are closing. Okay? So, especially when these empty shelves begin to happen. Okay? When when these businesses can't get the stuff that they need, all right, because you got a lot of these folks that depend upon China and depend upon these other countries to get their stuff. Once that's gone, man, okay, because China's not going to pay that. China's not going to pay a export fee plus the tariffs on top of that, man. So, man, please, it's over with, man. Okay, the American dream, and really there was no American dream to begin with, man. Okay, and really that American dream was for Esau, even the so-called white man. All right, and now these low-level Edomites are starting to see that there's no American dream. Now they catching hell. Okay. Hey, Jakes, us Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, we've been catching hell here in Babylon. This is not our rest. But now it's starting to affect the other nations, especially Esau, Edom, that believed in this wicked system. All right, the system that they created. Now they're complaining. Now they're mad. Hey. Anyway, verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the doors of music shall be brought low. The joy is gone here, man. And once these empty shells, all right, people can't find their favorite products, or, people gonna lose it. People are just going to lose their minds, man. People can't get their medication and stuff. Their favorite foods, favoring the necessities, the stuff that they use, and all that, people just gonna lose it, man. So we're on the verge of this scripture taking place. Let's get it. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14 through 19. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. People gonna take matters into their own hands, man. Okay? Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Home invasions are going to increase. Okay? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right, and this all going to happen during Jacob's trouble. Okay, Jeremiah 30 and 7, Daniel 12 and 1. Verse 18, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Yeah. So everything you see in these stores are going to become a commodity. Okay? A luxury to have. That's the times that we're in, man. It's not going to get better here in Babylon. It's going to get worse. And we're in April. Okay, we got about, all right, next week on Thursday, we'll be in May. So as the weather gets warmer, okay, yeah, just look for chaos to happen, man. We're on the verge of all of that to happen. Okay, and with these empty shelves that's coming of certain items, and basically gonna be all your items, basically. People just gonna be fighting over these things. They're gonna be fighting over these items. They're gonna be fighting over bread, eggs, and you see the price of eggs, man. Milk, okay, everything. So people just gonna lose it, man. So what more can we say? Let's get this scripture and I'm gonna close it out with this one. Let's go to Jeremiah 30 and 7. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Only the elect will be saved out of these times and protected from these times. The rest of you people here in Babylon, including you 2/3, you're done. So that's all I had with that. I pray his message was edifying. Call him Lane how about Shemyaw Shai, Hashem Rakakwadash. Shalom till next time. Kwame Yashrala, Ababa Ball. Shalom.